Hi, I'm Jane Stafford from the School of Weaving, and I'm so excited to tell you about what we're learning in Season 9, Episode 2. It's been an amazing exploration preparing for this episode. I have worked very closely with two members of the Dream Team, and one of those members has become a teacher for us. Anyway, there's a 4-shaft and an 8-shaft project in this episode. The 4-shaft episode is about color and weave techniques that we can pull straight out of plain weave and then superimpose on top of a 2-2 twill or a 1-3 twill, and they look the same, or they definitely look related. We know what log cabin looks like on plain weave. Well, now we're learning how to be able to create log cabin on twill. This is a 2-2 twill. It's pretty darn cool what's happening here. This all came about from some research that David Schultz did, who's a member of our Dream Team, for our very last episode in Season 8. That episode was double-faced twills, and he had overlaid color and weave on twills that looked exactly like the patterns that we were getting in plain weave. And it was like, David, how did you do this? And he figured something out that I've never ever seen presented with solid theory behind, so that we could take any plain weave color and weave sequence and then superimpose it on 4-shaft twills or even 8-shaft twills. We're doing it on 4-shaft at this moment. But you know, you can tell that this is log cabin, but it's woven on a 2-2 twill. Then it was like, okay, let's try it on other pieces that we did in our 2-2 or in our plain weave gamp that we did way back in Season 2. So this is 2 darks, 1 light. And the patterning on this scarf definitely reads the same way it would look like in plain weave, but now it's on a 2-2 twill. So this is super cool. What happens if I want to do it on dark, light, dark, dark, light? Here we have that woven in basket weave, but now I can get that same image woven in twill. We recognize that right away as a plain weave motif, a musical note, if you will. But it's now woven on twill. And what happens if I take that theory and push it to 3-1 and 1-3 twill? I can weave this on 4 shafts as a double-faced twill. So on this side, I've got my little dark, light, dark, dark, light motif, but let's look at the other side of the towel. It's solid black with stripes. This is really, really spiffy theory. And it's all theory that I learned from David, a member of our Dream Team. I've created a wonderful PDF that walks us through how to do this. We learn how to warp with multiple threads in our hands. The log cabin piece, I warped with 4 threads in my hand. The 2 dark, 1 light, I warped with 6 threads, and the dark light, dark, dark light, I warped with 10 threads in my hand, pushing the envelope of things that we have learned in the past. And when I weave it on the loom, you'll be blown away at how beautifully it weaves. No twisting, and if there is a tiny little twisting, we learn how to deal with it. So there's just so many overlays in this episode. Anyway, you get a PDF for the log cabin scarf. You get a PDF for the 2 dark, 1 light scarf. You get a PDF for the 6 towels that I wove in basket weave, 2-2 twill, 3-1 twill, 1-3 twill, with the color and weave overlaid on top of it. So tons of theory, tons of patterns, tons of resource. But that's just half of it. That's just the 4-shaft half. The 8-shaft half came through a collaboration with Barbara Mitchell. And Barbara Mitchell taught last year for the School of Weaving the whole episode on block double weave, 4-shaft and 8-shaft. This time she came back to me and presented me with an idea around overlayering color and weave on top of block double weave and having 2 weights of yarn, 8-2 cotton and boucle. So the warp is 8-2 cotton and it's been opened up. So here's another thing. We're pushing, pushing, pushing our ideas around set. And we end up weaving this entire double weave project using 8-2 cotton set at 12 ends per inch per layer. So Barbara came up with the concept for the block profile, for the overlay of dark and light, and working with her, I took her idea and created this piece, this project. So this is our overlay of dark and light. We have a black and white stripe on one layer and solid stripes on the back. And we are weaving this starting out on 4 shafts. But then we bring in our 8 shaft block theory. It is threaded on 8. And look at what we're doing. We're creating fabrics that are so completely different, front and back. And that's what you want. If you're going to weave double weave, what's the point of weaving double weave if we can't turn it over and go, oh, how can that be? Front and back. Super cool, huh? So pushing the envelope on so many things that we've started in the past, adding another layer. What happens when you get tired of weaving with so many shuttles? Well, heck, let's just make something fun and contemporary and not change your colors or not change your shuttles. And then our last piece, front and back. So that's it. Another great PDF for you to follow through. Barbara's going to be here with me and she's going to present some of the theory and I'm going to present the placemats. So it is a wonderful, wonderful episode. It really should have been 2, but heck, we've got it all done, so we're giving it to you all at once. All right, come visit us at the School of Weaving.